Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. It's great to have you here. In today's video, I want to discuss the do's and don'ts of buying costume jewelry from designer brands. I want to talk about the situations and instances when spending money on costume jewelry is a good idea, and maybe also share some tips on how to get the best costume jewelry for your money. And I also want to talk about instances when buying costume jewelry from designer brands might not be perhaps the best choice. It is often said that designer costume jewelry is not a good way to spend money. A lot of pieces are very expensive and obviously do not have the quality of fine jewelry. However, I think in some instances, costume jewelry is the way to go, and there are many interesting and unique options out there. At the same time, there are certain pieces that I would stay away from and save my money. All of this is my opinion only, of course, and I'm just here sharing my thoughts with you, just another person on the internet. In this video, I will also show you some of my favorite costume jewelry pieces, the ones that I constantly wear on rotation, and the ones that I am looking at online and considering to purchase eventually at some point. I will also share a small unboxing at the end of the video. I recently purchased a pair of earrings from Dries Van Noten. This was actually several months ago when I found out that Dries was actually leaving his design house and his brand. I still have not unboxed the earrings, so I wanted to share them with you on this channel. But first, let's get into my tips and considerations, the do's and don'ts for purchasing designer costume jewelry. So my first point, it is a do. Do buy costume jewelry when you are looking for a statement piece. So I'm going to start with this obvious point. I think costume jewelry is a great statement, or rather, it can add a great statement to a simple outfit. Of course, you can always get a fine jewelry piece that makes a statement as well. However, this type of fine jewelry would come with a very substantial price tag, something way beyond a 10,000 US dollar mark, probably closer to 100,000 US dollars. To avoid this type of expenditure, I think going the costume jewelry route is just much more realistic for most of us. Some of my favorite statement pieces are from Swarovski, Maison Margiela, and Vivienne Westwood. I love large pearl statement pieces from Vivienne Westwood, like this choker necklace I'm wearing right now, for example. I think Maison Margiela also makes very interesting avant-garde pieces. And let me actually show you a pair of earrings I have from Maison Margiela. I have had them for quite a while. They are very large, but I like wearing them for a statement piece with a simple outfit. I think they also go very well with denim. I think large Swarovski crystals also look amazing because they add sparkle and dimension to your look. So I personally really like to add large geometric Swarovski pieces like these hoop earrings that I have out here. I think they go well with casual outfits and bring an extra punch. And by the way, my name is Lisa and I'm your guide to savvy luxury shopping no matter where in the world you are. Subscribe to my channel to learn more about strategic luxury shopping with the emphasis on quality and timelessness of your items. Also, do buy costume jewelry when you're looking to add a pop of color. Another reason I would opt for costume jewelry is to add a pop of color to my outfit. I think when we buy fine jewelry pieces, we tend to purchase white gold, yellow gold, and rose gold. So I tend to coordinate those pieces with the hardware on my bag and in my outfit. But if I'm looking for a way to add a third color or an accent color, I think costume jewelry is really the way to go. Let me once again show you a pair of earrings from Swarovski. So you've probably seen these earrings in some of my previous videos. I wear them quite a lot because I think these bold emerald green earrings add a great pop of color, and I like to coordinate them with other colors in my outfit and with other accessories that I wear, such as maybe a handbag and a scarf, for example. I also recently bought a smaller pair from Swarovski that are kind of similar in nature. They are also crystal earrings, but they are just smaller. And let me show you them right here. I actually wear them less because they're just not as large, and I feel that they don't have the presence of a statement piece. However, they are a great pair to wear with denim or maybe with light bluish, whitish, summery outfits. So another do you buy costume jewelry when you like the design element that it features? So let me try to explain what I really mean here. So I like Vivienne Westwood logo, the orb. I think it is fun and original. My husband actually says that it looks like the holy hand grenade of Antioch from Monty Python, and this kind of makes me chuckle, but I still like the design. However, I would not wear this design maybe on a t-shirt or something like this because I feel that that would be just a bit too much. So, what's the answer? Well, the answer is costume jewelry. I love how this logo looks in costume jewelry. So, for example, once again, I tend to wear these resin pearl earrings quite a lot. You probably seen them in some of my previous videos, and I will make sure to link a pair as well. And I actually also have, let me show you, a matching bracelet that goes with them, which I think looks quite interesting and also quite original. So this is the bracelet. And then, of course, I'm wearing this choker here right now, which is just a brilliant statement featuring the orb. Looking at some stuff online, I think these earrings from Amina Muadi are also cool. They're basically a copy of the famous buckle design from her shoes, so it is a great way to incorporate this design element into your rotation without buying the shoes if you don't want the shoes. Anyway, I hope you get my point. I think costume jewelry allows us to incorporate our favorite design elements into our wardrobe without committing too much. Okay, my next point. Don't buy costume jewelry that features the logo without any further design elements. So, I have recently filmed a video talking about the cheapest Hermes items that are not worth buying. I will link that video up here. And in that video, I featured the Mini Pop H collection, the necklaces and the earrings. They come at a good price point, at least for Hermes, but for me, they are a great example of the type of costume jewelry that I think is not worth the money. Aside from the fun colors, I do not think that there is anything interesting about these Pop H necklaces and earrings. They simply look like you're wearing the signature H detail. There is really nothing interesting about these pieces, at least in my humble opinion. They are also quite small, so these mini Pop H necklaces and earrings really do not provide a statement that you might be looking for in a piece of costume jewelry. So I would stay away from pieces like this. The Click H bracelet from Hermes is another good example as well. I think there could be some exceptions to this suggestion of mine. I think large brushes with a logo can elevate a look. I also think that some logos can provide a nice statement when they actually include a design in themselves, like not the letters on the name of the brand, but a design of some sorts, such as the Vivienne Westwood example. But I would stay away from simplistic, dainty, logo only pieces. My next point is don't buy costume jewelry pieces that might have quality issues. This might be a difficult thing to know in advance, but I think doing research on social media, looking for unboxing videos and review videos is really a good way to go. I think by now it is almost common knowledge that Chanel CC earrings often come with quality issues, so I would not invest in a pair these days, given this knowledge. I would perhaps choose another type of costume jewelry from Chanel. Another example, once again, is Hermes H Click bracelet. I think There are quite a few videos and reviews out there saying that the bracelet scratches easily. So once again, I would take this information into consideration when making my purchasing decisions. Okay, another don't from my side. Don't buy dainty costume jewelry pieces. I think when it comes to dainty jewelry pieces, it is better to save money and buy something that is actually made out of precious metal, like actual gold and real gemstones. It just doesn't make sense, at least based on my opinion, to invest into dainty costume jewelry pieces because I do not think they can actually elevate an outfit. Plus, they are likely to tarnish very quickly and will not be a good value for money. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I think costume jewelry definitely has a place in our luxury collection, but it is a very specific place, different from the type of place occupied by dainty jewelry pieces. I hope this makes sense, and this is really my opinion only. But if I'm looking for small stud earrings, I would always go for diamonds instead of an imitation of some sorts, like a Swarovski crystal. But if I'm looking for a large statement piece, I would go with a Swarovski crystal. And of course, that's largely because of the cost as well. All right, those were my thoughts on do's and don'ts of costume jewelry from designer brands. But now let's get into the unboxing. So, as I mentioned, I purchased a pair of costume jewelry earrings from Dries Van Noten. So it's kind of an avant-garde designer brand. When I found out that Dries was actually leaving his design house, I started looking online because I actually wanted to purchase something, before he goes from one of his last collections. So the pair of earrings that I actually purchased from Luisa Via Roma. And I purchased them probably about 4 or 5 months ago, and I actually wanted to unbox them here on this channel. I bought them on sale as well, which is another good thing about costume jewelry. You can always get a fun piece on sale. I don't think that these exact earrings are available anymore, but I'm going to find a couple of similar options and actually link them in the description box below. But let me show you these earrings. So, very nice packaging from Luisa Via Roma. A lot of cushioning. And here is the black box from Dries Van Noten. Got all kinds of paperwork here. We've got black tissue paper, Dries Van Noten. And let me show you this. I kind of have to be very careful. So this is the pair of earrings. I'm going to show you. This is one earring, and it's kind of this large, gold tone metal with one imitation gemstone. And the other earring, they come as a pair, actually looks different. It's kind of attached here, so it's a little bit difficult to get it out. There we go. So the other earring is actually a gemstone only. So together, they just kind of look like this. And I guess they're not supposed to match because Dries Van Noten, similar to Maison Margiela, is an avant-garde designer brand. So I bought these earrings really for two reasons. First of all, I wanted to have a large statement when it comes to costume jewelry, like I was talking about earlier. And secondly, I also wanted to add some color basically to my wardrobe, or add some color to my outfits. And I'm gonna do this through the presence of these imitation gemstones. Anyway, so these are the earrings. I'm also going to include the prices, what I paid and how much they cost originally. And once again, as I mentioned, if I find something similar, I'm going to link everything in the description box down below. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Let me know, what did you think about my thoughts about costume jewelry from designer brands? And before you go, please watch this video next. In this video, I talk about the type of designer accessories and designer items you can add to your wardrobe in order to diversify your luxury collection. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Take care and bye-bye.